Hello and welcome to Finextra. I'm Thea George and I'm here in New York with Paul Thomalla of ACI Worldwide. Paul, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
So we've just had a great discussion about digitalisation in banking. What were your key takeaways?
I think the first thing I would say is just being here in New York, there was such a international field of people from all over the world talking about what's happening in the payment industry. It was great to be part of that. But I guess in terms of the subject matter, there's a couple of things that really came to heart, and that's it's about the business. It's, yes, the tech's important, but it's really about focusing on what is the business that I'm in and going to be. And the phrase that we were using is literally, what am I going to be when I grow up, which I think is a key way to put it. And I think the other thing is putting the end user stakeholders right at the core of the change, rather than just be a add-on. It's really thinking about it from they're right in the center of this. How do I make money out of that, and what am I focusing on doing?
There was obviously a lot of discussion about open APIs. What would be your key messages on that topic?
I think that's absolutely right. It is about APIs. There is a lot of talk about open APIs, and on one level, that's great, and I think that's a really important thing. But I don't think we necessarily have time for all of that work to go ahead. So, for instance, a lot of work is based upon ISO 20022, but we send people to 10 ISO 20022 standards groups. So there's going to be a lot of work to be done, and I think initially it'll be more about, here are my APIs, this is how you can talk to me, I'll get them all documented, I'll get them working, and we can move forward. Over time, I think the open part of it will actually come. But if I want to be agile, then I'm going to have to describe who I am and what I look like, and that's going to be done through a series of APIs. Now, if they're open, we shall see. It's more likely to be de facto, this is what I have.
So you also made a very interesting point, I think, about how banks are sometimes fearful as they embark on this journey in a way they don't need to be. What was the point you were trying to make there?
I think that the financial institutions are looking at some of the high-tech firms and going, wow, they're very cool, they're very forward-thinking. The fintech variations of them are really looking at trying to do things differently, very agile, moving very, very quickly. And that's all very cool, but banks have got scale, they've got networks, they're always available, they understand these things inside out. It's in fact what they do really, really well. And so trying to move from one to the other is perhaps an important step, but without that scale, availability, always on mentality, then it's not going to work. Banks are extraordinarily trusted. Despite all the things that happen in the industry, extraordinarily trusted, and they do have a super network. So yes, there's a lot of cool things to be done, but let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.